Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the preview of the Mexican Grand Prix round 20. The race is coming thick and fast now. It is a fantastic carnival atmosphere at this circuit every year, but the race and the circuit is, well, a little bit awkward, haven't we? We've got a brilliant banked last corner which goes down that long start finish straight into turn one, where we think we'd normally get some action, but then we get some awkward, slow, twisty corners, don't we? Get the turn 2 and 3 chicane, the strange turn 5 slow, and then the awkwardly positioned stadium section where we get all the fans. It's hard to follow, so we won't kind of get the wheel-to-wheel action or side-by-side action we see in Austin, but nevertheless it's a crucial race. 4.3 kilometers this circuit, 17 turns, 2 DRS zones down to turn 1 and turn 12, a 71 lap race. It's a high downforce circuit, more because we've got the altitude, the circuit 2 kilometers above sea level, so really thin in the air up here, and so yeah, everybody doing all they can to try and pack some downforce onto their cars to help them round this circuit fast. Last time out it was a Max Verstappen win. Lewis Hamilton was brilliant in second and Charles Leclerc in that Ferrari third. Hometown boy Sergio Perez was out in turn 1 with a crash. When we got that red flag with a big Kevin Magnussen crash, and we'd seen the charge of Lando, Norris, and we know he can pull off some overtakes here, and well, he'll be hoping he doesn't need any this weekend. The weather conditions should be dry for the circuit. The tyres the softest in the range, the C3 for the hards, the C4 for the mediums, and the C3 for the soft. It's normally a one-stop strategy around here, so we don't really get too much strategy calls at play, which is potentially a little bit disappointing, but they can't go any softer on the tyres to try and influence that Pirelli. We are where we are with that. Predictions for this weekend, and it gets ever harder, doesn't it? Because I never have thought Ferrari would pull off a 1-2 in Austin. I thought for all the world it'll just be a battle between Norris and Verstappen for the win. We've seen them fight for the final step on the podium. And off the back of that Ferrari dominance, I'm going for a pole position for Charles Leclerc, Max Verstappen to come home second, and third place start for Lando, Norris. But in the race, I still see Charles Leclerc taking home another win, but to Lando, Norris to come home second. And well, I'm going for Carlos Sainz to pop up in third place. I'm going for the title battle to be back on track after Mexico. Norris to finally take a big points lead out of Max Verstappen, and really build up this championship into the last 4 races. But yeah, going off that result, I think it'll be a good race for the Ferraris. I predict the Williams guys to do well here as well, and I think it'll be a bad weekend for the Mercedes, despite actually Lewis Hamilton doing well there last year in a car that wasn't too dissimilar to what we've seen here. But they could pull it all off, and I'll be wrong as I was last time, where I only got 1 of 9 predictions right last time. Let's hope for something better for me this time out. I'm sure Max Verstappen fans will be hoping I'm completely wrong on that one. Let's take a quick look at the Drivers' Championship. Max Verstappen leads the way. He extended his lead after Austin, 354 points. Lando Norris now 57 points behind, 297 points. He's kind of looking over his shoulder a little bit now, isn't he? Rather than ahead. Charles Leclerc in third place, just 18 points back on 275 points from him. Fourth place, Oscar Piastri, 20.8 points back from Charles Leclerc, 247 points for him. And Carlos Sainz, hoping he can probably catch Oscar Piastri, and if he pulls off performances like he did last time in Austin, I wouldn't bet against it. Just 32 points behind on 215 points. Let's look at the teams championship, and it's, well, anyone's game here now, isn't it? McLaren lead the way, 544 points. Red Bull back on 504. They gained a point on the McLarens last time out, didn't they? 40 points now, just behind. Ferrari's right behind Red Bull, just 8 points. They could leapfrog them after Mexico, and if the results go the way I predicted, they will definitely be doing that and be closing in on the McLarens also. Just 48 points in the constructors, an awful lot to play for there. Fourth place, Mercedes way back, but let's look at sixth place. Haas have leaped. Racing Bulls 2 points ahead now, 38 points for Haas, 36 for the Racing Bulls. We've seen a change there. Williams in a battle with Alpine. It looks like Racing Bulls probably just a little bit too far ahead now with 5 races to go, but with Franco doing what he's doing, and Alex, if he can get his game back up, could potentially pick up some points, and we can see something there, but I just don't think there's ever enough points on the table. But who knows, some sort of first lap incident where we see 3 or 4 of the top 8 cars go out, we can see, you know, one of them taking big advantage, and we can see all change there. But it's really hotting up, it's getting tight, anybody's game there. And for this weekend, it's Fernando, the great Alonso's 400th race. A tremendous driver. To pull off 400 races is absolutely phenomenal. Check out his special helmet for this weekend. Love Fernando Alonso. It's a shame that he's got a bit of a dogger car this year. Let's hope that Newey can pull off some magic and get him fighting at the front, because he's just such a phenomenal, aggressive driver. It's a shame to see him fighting for where he is at the moment, especially considering last year they were the guys that we were tipping to take the fight to Red Bull, and well, how times have changed, haven't they? Drastically poor for Aston Martin so far, and let's hope for a better weekend for them in Mexico. They need to get on top of these upgrades and see how they work out. But there we have it. That's the review. Mexico coming thick and fast. Just a traditional race weekend, this one. Qualifying late for us here in the UK, I think 10 o'clock start, and the race at 8 p.m. UK time on Sunday. Free practice as usual, 1, 2 and 3 Friday and Saturday. Thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe and comment as always. See you next time.